Joining me now is blogger Mike Rogers, a gay rights activist. Mike, you tried to out Ken Mehlman a while back. Why'd you do that?
You know, one of the earliest cases that I reported on my website was about Ken Mehlman, because he was exactly, as you said, the heart of the animal that created the entire anti-gay campaigns of 2004 and 2006. And he was the one responsible, is the White House political director prior to serving as the general campaign chairman, that was responsible for devising the entire federal marriage amendment campaign, going state to state, as you said. And I think it was really important to expose that, not because he's gay, but because he's a hypocrite and because he knew what he was doing was wrong while he was doing it.
And how did the mainstream press and the rest of Washington react when you went after Mehlman, and it turns out, now in hindsight, of course, you were right? How did they react to that back then?
Well, I think one of the classic cases to look at is how another news network ran a clip from a show called The Larry King Show, where Bill Maher actually momentarily reported on Ken Mehlman. And then when the show repeated, they stripped out the language, because the media has been protecting people along the way and has protecting people like Ken Mehlman so that they can maintain their access, despite the fact that Ken repeatedly told the media, directly told the New York Daily News, that it wasn't true. So the media ends up protecting people like Ken rather than exposing the truth about them.
Mike, do you have any sympathy for Ken Mehlman here? I mean, look, as someone who's also gay, there's, of course, some struggle there. And, you know, do you come out? When do you come out? It's going to affect your job, et cetera. Any sympathy, or no, nothing but disdain?
Anytime that somebody comes to terms with being out of the closet, it's a good thing. I think that what Ken Mehlman has to do is show whether or not he's really sorry. And all I ask are three simple things. First, he should spend time with the parents of a child who killed himself after 2004, after that horrible election. I think that he needs to take the fabulous $3 million condo he bought in Manhattan and donate that back to the cause that he worked so hard against. And most important, he needs to put up a heartfelt apology up on YouTube or somewhere on the web, where he actually looks at the American people and says, I'm sorry for what I did, and I'm going to work in the future to make it better. But he has no desire to apologize. He has no regrets, he said. So I think that we really need to hold him more accountable for what he's saying, and then potentially welcome into the fold of rights activists. But right now, it's nothing more than a washing of the reality of his record.
All right, clear words. Thanks, Mike.